almost a week of Science of Mind readings. Let me see. Today's reading is called Manifest Your Dreams. And the first quote is from someone who's quite well known in New Thought circles, Eric Butterworth. I think he passed away towards the end of the last century. He says, "Within me is the unborn possibility of limitless living, and mine is the privilege of giving birth to it. Within me is the unborn possibility of limitless living, and mine is the privilege of giving birth to it." And Ernest Holmes, whoa. Hang on a second. My mouse went kind of wild there. Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook says, "Nothing is real to us unless we make it real. Nothing can touch us unless we let it touch us." And as I said, that's from the Science of Mind textbook. And for those of you who have it, it's on page 307. And of course, that's the 1930s edition. And this is Reverend Ron, who says, "Each of us gets to dream our own dream, our highest ideal of how we wish our life to unfold." Then he says, "What I love about Science of Mind," and I would add Unity, New Thought in general, and similar teachings, is that they teach us that we can live our dreams. And it provides us with the tools to do so. Spirit brings its gifts by pouring itself through us. Our consciousness acts like a magnet. We should expect our dreams to manifest. Why? Because we are children of the divine. Ernest Holmes wrote about a cartoon he saw where a man was having a nightmare. This is a good one. A monster at the foot of his bed was about to grab him. The man asked the monster, "What are you going to do to me?" To which the monster replies, "I don't know. It's your dream." The question facing each of us is what we're going to do with our dreams. Will we sit and hope and yearn, or will we focus our thinking and become a vessel for God, the divine, the all, to give us the gift? When we step forward in consciousness, our dreams become our reality. We realize we've gone from dreaming a dream to living it. And these words from Eric Butterworth ring true. It's a quote. "Things may happen around you. Things may happen to you, but the only things that really count are the things that happen in you." So the only things that really count are the things that happen in you. And I don't know when people started to realize that they did have the possibility within them to create their dreams and bring them to reality. But certainly in the past 50 years, people have been practicing, maybe 100 years, I don't know. Yeah, probably 100 years now, have been practicing this. They've probably been practicing it for millennia, but it just wasn't made public. And it started to become public in the 20th century, as far as I remember, somewhat in the 19th century, towards the end of the 19th century, and then in the 20th, more general. But it's not a new concept, is it? But it really isn't. It really goes back to lots of people in ancient times, and in particular, at least from my experience, in Jesus, who said, "It's done unto you as you believe." It's done unto you as you believe. And dreaming your dreams, not necessarily just while you're asleep, but dreaming your dreams is exactly that. It's creating that belief within you and having the strength and the faith to see it through so that it manifests. So this is absolutely nothing new. In fact, new thought is not new. It's just newly brought back in the middle of the 19th century, but it absolutely isn't new. So what is belief? Most of you know it's thought plus feeling. What do you want? How does it feel? And going back to the basic course that we at Creative Life Spiritual Center teach in Science of Mind, we used to call it Heartfelt Living. It's called the Foundation course in general. Was the idea of the little red sports car. In one of the early lessons, you come in, at least this is what I did when I got introduced to it. You come in and sat in front of you is a little red sports car, a small one. Now, some people got big ones. I got a small one. And then you're told, imagine you said, imagine that you want a sports car. Just imagine for the sake of wanting, whatever it is you want, this time it's a little red sports car. You want a little red sports car, right? And then you're told, no, that really isn't what you want. Whatever it is, whether it's the red sports car, it's a house, it's a partner, whatever it is, that's not what you want. That represents what you want. What you want are the feelings that go with what it is that you want. So that is exactly what you want. What you want are the feelings that come along with whatever it is in your mind that you believe you want. And that's the key. You know what you want, wrap feelings around it, and just keep doing it. And eventually it will come. A friend of mine years ago, we were in a group of classes, and it was kind of an ongoing thing. But in one of the ladies came and talked about how she produced this vision board. And on this vision board, she had what she thought was the car of her dreams. And she kept looking at it and imagining this car being in her driveway. Now, what she wanted was a Corvette. She wanted a red Corvette. And she kept doing it for a couple of weeks. She really, really worked on it, getting her feelings around it, being in it, driving it. And then one day I knock on the door, or ring of the doorbell, one or the other. And there was her current boyfriend. Well, the guy she was going out with, because she wasn't really all that committed to him. So the guy she was going out with at the time. And he said, come on. He took her to her driveway. And there in her driveway was the red sports car with a big bow around it. And he gave her the keys to it. And she thought in her mind, well, I got to refer to this guy. I'm really not committed to him. She said, I really appreciate what you've done, but I can't accept it. And she went back and she looked at her vision board. The car in the driveway was not a Corvette. She goes back into the house, looks at her vision board. The red sports car on her vision board was, you probably guessed it, not a Corvette. She got exactly what she pictured and put her thoughts around. And that is a real life example of how this stuff can work. So my colleague, Reverend Lisa, will be back tomorrow at 9:15 on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page. I'll be back on whatever medium you saw this around about 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. And here, as the closing treatment, are the affirmations. Today I recognize I'm a divine being. I step forth to claim my birthright. I know I deserve all the good the universe bestows on me, and I accept it with gratitude and humility. And in the one mind, I claim this is true, and I release my word with gratitude, calling it done. So it is. And we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.